Or no, sorry, Huntin4Games is basically a 14 channel. The funny thing is, it really kind of I never started Huntin4Games, and I still don't see it as. And there are a lot of people that have asked, like, hey, are you gonna change it to like Huntin for Final Fantasy 11 to reflect your Final Fantasy 11, which is what most of the games are about? And I always can't answer. I'm like, Huntin4Games was never supposed to be about one game. Now I've kind of screwed up, not screwed up, but I've spent years, and there's clearly been a heavy focus on Final Fantasy 11. But nothing would make me happier. The whole original point of Huntin4Games, as silly as it sounds, I'm gonna go big camp for this because it's important. The whole original idea of Huntin4Games was, I miss the community that 11 kind of brought, and that general day-to-day communication about like a love of video games, and specifically that video game. But I didn't think that 14 or any other game kind of brought that. And I was like, I wish I had a way to bring people together that same way. So I started Huntin4Games sort of as that conversation that like, I'm searching for this experience. Is anybody else searching for this experience? Now, I never said that early on. I was never like, I loved 11, I miss 11. I'm trying to kind of replicate that in a different way. But it kind of came through in some of my 14 videos, I think, that like I was trying to generate like that feeling of like a shared community. Like 14 has a community. It's a very happy and fond community. But when I'm in game, I don't have the same sense of community that I get with 11. I don't know what's so different. But anyways, so it was really funny. So when 11 finally exploded, I love making 11 videos, and I probably will never stop as long as I'm capable of getting 11 footage. It'll be much harder if they ever shut down the game because it'll be hard to get footage. Having said that, I still hope to bring together a community into a new game that everybody can enjoy. Because as amazing as 11 is, it's old. Many people that enjoyed it are like, I played it already, I just don't want to play it again, which is perfectly natural and fine. So I would love to see a new game, like we talk a lot about Pantheon Rise of the Fallen coming out next year, that we can kind of bring that whole community, that shared love of these kind of concepts that 11 had. Big, wide, open world, focus on exploration, and difficulty, and group combat, and group play, and all that kind of stuff. All the good stuff. Into a new game. Bring the 11 people and put them in a new game. Yeah, that's always been kind of the idea. So it is funny because people will be like, oh, are you an 11 channel? And I'm like, I don't really know, but that's not a weird question to ask, because I think at this point, like 80% of the videos are about 11. So it feels sort of silly to not be an 11 channel. But the whole idea was always to find people that shared the same passions about video games, not even just MMOs. Immersive games, games that have really fun multiplayer experiences. Like even like older games like SOCOM, like I'm really excited about the concept of doing a SOCOM video sometime soon. And like trying to get the online emulation working so I could like play SOCOM 2. But it was always about like those ideas, and 11 was all of those things in one. That's why I loved it so much. So it's easy to kind of fall into 11. Long story short, the whole idea for Huntin4Games in the future is still to bring those concepts into newer games. Like if an amazing new game comes out, like Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, for instance, you will see a ton of Pantheon stuff. You can actually trace back a lot of MMO releases, because I'll make like 3 or 4 videos because I'm very excited about the MMO, and then I eventually fall off. Like Black Desert Online, actually, like 3 or 4 of those videos are still some of my best videos ever, because I was having so much fun with it. And my friends weren't really enjoying it, but it's like, I think they're wrong. And then like a month later, I was like, I get it. I think it was when I made a raft, and the raft I realized was gonna break, and I was like, oh, I'm pissed now. Anyways, I've totally ignored chat for like 20 minutes. I'm sorry. I got super passionate about that. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in more videos like this, think about subscribing. And if you already have, don't forget to click that little bell next to the sub button to get notified when new videos go live. Hit me up in the comments with your thoughts on this video, or come hang out and chat with me on Twitch every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And definitely look me up on Twitter or Instagram at Huntin4Games to keep up with what else I've got going on. See ya!